Okay, I thought I would just make a quick video here showing you the construction of the box in the assignment. If we were in class, I would definitely be doing this, so it only took me a few minutes, and I think it'll help you visualize what's going on here. So I've got the sheet of paper, and I have the dotted lines. The dotted lines are where it's going to be folded. I've already made the cuts along the solid lines. So what we're going to do is start folding up flaps, and we're going to create the bottom of the box by folding up one of these short sides, and then we're going to tape that, and that's going to form at least part of the bottom of the box. Of course, I'm just taping it. It would probably be glued in a factory, but you'll get the idea. So that forms the front kind of the box. And then what we can do is we can start folding this piece up and do the same kind of thing that we did before. I'll tuck these in and I will tape them. And now hopefully you're starting to get a visual of how we're going to get an actual box out of this. And I'll turn it at this point so that you can see what we're talking about here. So this is the actual box that you're going to put things in, and then what's going to happen is this is going to fold over and form the lid, or the top of the box. Probably what I would want to do is tape this up in the same way that I taped up the bottom of the box. So now what happens is this can fold down to form the lid of the box. And one of the things you'll notice is that when it was unfolded, and you can see this on your diagram, when it was unfolded, there were two large rectangles that were surrounded by dotted lines. Each of those large rectangles forms the top and the bottom of the box, and then the sides are formed by the thin, short rectangles, and the front and the back are formed by the thin, long rectangles. I forgot to show this to you or point it out to you before I taped this all up, but that's okay. It will only take a second to untape it, so to speak. I don't know if I put this in your diagram. I suspect that I didn't. You need to introduce a variable someplace, so in my mind the variable is the width and length of that square that becomes the flap on each of the corners of the box. So it's kind of hard to see probably from the zoom setting on the camera, but I've labeled this distance as x and I've labeled this distance as x. So you're going to have to try to come up with an expression for the length of the box once it's folded in terms of x and the actual length of paper that you're given in your question. And then you're going to also have to come up with an expression for the width, which is the distance between my two fingertips here, an expression for the width of the box once it's folded up in terms of x and the total length of the cardboard before it was folded. And then the third dimension, well, I'll leave that to you. That's going to be how deep the box is once it's all folded up. So I hope that helps. Sometimes it just takes a bit of a visual to understand what's going on here, and I wanted you to see that.